Ladies and gentlemen, now in today's video, we're going to be checking out the fully revamped version of Diablo, and the buffs to this guy look really good. I think he's probably been the most anticipated champion this month. So the first thing is he now takes 100% less damage from poison. So the Suicide Mastery poison is just free healing. And on top of that, any poison node, yeah, man's just absolutely chilling there. And also, he has like a new pre-fight ability and doesn't have like his 16 vials anymore. So the vials are technically unlimited. And at the start of the fight, you choose out of 3 which ones you want to load up. And the more you load up, the more utility you gain depending on what you need. However, if you don't use the pre-fight ability, you gain additional attack and also poison potency as well. So ideally, you want to use the least amount of utility possible so that you can maximize the damage. But when consuming a special attack, what it's going to do if you've got Distilled Will is incoming energy damage causes Diablo to passively heal 70% of the damage taken, and then you've got Essence of Null. Every 2 seconds, 100% chance to nullify 1 buff on the opponent. This is really strong. And finally, you've got Uru, which is gain immunity to stun effects and armor break as well. And also his new poison stacking mechanic is whenever you use a heavy attack, both of the hits apply a poison. If you end a combo with a medium, you've got a 75% chance to inflict 1 poison, and the poison stacks up to 20. And you can use the special 1 if you interrupt the drink to pause it for 10 seconds, and on the special 2, that can reapply the poison as well. So yeah, it's kind of like a race to get the poisons, and ideally like keep them on the opponent as well via pausing them, and also refreshing them as well, but also using the special 3 for each vial of might that you have active. So this is the resource that you get via interrupting the special 1 or not using your pre-fight ability. You apply 2 poison debuffs. So if you've got 8 of these, it's 16 poisons. And then if you can like race to a special 2, again, you can refresh that, you know, also pause it for 10 seconds on the special 1 as well. So yeah, overall, man, he's got a lot of cool stuff after this buff, but we're going to jump in. I think we'll activate Essence of Null here because I think there's something to nullify. I actually don't have Mystic Dispersion in this setup, but we are running the Suicide Masteries. Because again, the fact that he's now like 100% less damage from poison means that, yeah, you don't need to worry about any poison damage, and it's just free healing. So this guy has actually been turned into a little bit of a healing machine here, which is really nice. And also the poison gives you a lot of attack bonus as well. Let's dodge this, go for double medium, let's refresh the poisons on top of that. Damn, man, the damage is already feeling a lot better, I'll tell you that. And yeah, this guy, I think, is just built for the Suicide Masteries now. He's got such a strong benefit. But wow, that was really good for the first encounter there. So yeah, that went actually super well. Let's move on to Cyclops. I was thinking as well for variant 5, I think, is the Mystic variant. Yeah, it's variant 5. You've got the Scarlet Witch boss, and the fact that he now takes no damage from poison should theoretically make him, as long as I don't like massively mess up and get my ass clapped, which, you know, there's still a decent chance of that happening. Should make him a really good counter for that Scarlet Witch boss, because you need a strong poison immune champion, and he's kind of got like the one-up from poison immunity, because we see on characters like Omega Red, and who else, Magneto, like being pretty much fully immune to damage is often better than having the immunity, because you can benefit from willpower, and it's just this constant source of free healing. So yeah, that's a pretty great time in my opinion. But yeah, this man, again, Suicide, he's just fully topped up, you know, he don't care. He actually heals like a machine. And also, when you fire off special attacks, you get a little bit more healing as well if you've got one pre-fight active. And yeah, it's just pretty impressive so far, man. I think he's done a really good job. But let's move on to this next matchup here. I don't think we want to activate a pre-fight ability here, but next fight I will use the nullification one. I think is going to be better for Vision Arcus, because then I can just strip all of the buffs away. But he also does have an armor break and stun immunity one, which again, for Vision Arcus, I think is pretty good. I don't think he needs it if you've got the nullify, because if you can nullify, then you know, get rid of the damage. So shouldn't need the armor break immunity. But if you use like too many heavy attacks, your power isn't going up fast enough to refresh. So you also need to like slapping those combos as well. But yeah, I just wish like the final medium applied 2 poisons. But if you want a really big poison, and we'll show this against what is it, Winter Soldier, try and get it off, is you need to use 2 special ones and then go for a what is it, special 3, and then you get 16 stacks of poison. But again, if you're very aggressive, or if you're in a Mystic match where there's lots of buffs to nullify, you got a bit of allocation in Mystic Dispersion, again, that's going to be very nice for just like gaining the power to refresh the poison. So I think that's kind of like his best case scenarios, when you have Mystic Dispersion, you got the buffs going on, man, and you can just like siphon your power up to pause and refresh poisons. But here we want to go for the nullify one, Essence of Null here. And let's see how Diablo deals with this Vision Arcus matchup. Again, I didn't really expect him to be amazing off the bat, because we need to get that that special one first before we can get those nullifies going. But then it should be pretty good here. Okay, so we start drinking. We've got the nullification, so even at range it does it right. Okay, nice. And then that just like locks Vision Arcus down. So this man's like not gaining his power gain buffs. And then if we want like the 4 nullifies as well, it's actually a really good nullify ability, because it's a stream of like 4 nullifies, I think. Might be 5 actually, because it's also like paused for a second there. But I guess if you are focusing on that, then it might distract from the damage a little bit. I think actually once you get it a little bit better, again, it still like pauses the poisons, so as long as you can play like super aggressively, I think it's chilling. But that was like, that's a really, really easy way to deal with Vision Arcus, man. So yeah, that's pretty good. I'm quite impressed with this so far, man. Diablo is he's doing some solid work, and I think, you know, he's gone from a champion that was like very niche, very impractical, to actually having like a lot of solid and great utility, which I think is really going to do him well in all sorts of matches. So yeah, that's great to see. Also against Airwalker, again, the armor break immunity as well. But let me see how we do against this Scarlet Witch here. Again, if we get poisoned, it doesn't matter at all, because we have... Oh no! Okay, that was a big mistake. You know, I wanted to showcase the healing on Diablo, guys. We're all about the showcases on this channel, man. You know me, I love a good showcase. So yeah, just to show you, like, look at that, we're healing, man, and she's dying from the poisons, boys. So that's what we need. And also, you got to wait to sorry about that, man. Oh, I massively messed up there. I just couldn't get the parries or anything. I was actually playing quite well until that point, and it all just went down. I swear there's like a little bit of, because when I was practicing against Winter Soldier, I was actually having a bit of trouble nailing my parries. I'm not too sure if I'm I'm just a bit nervous or something. Right, let's go. Hopefully we're not going to die embarrassingly here. But yeah, you get the point in a fight like this, man. Diablo's got some pretty good sauce to deal with it, as long as you don't take a special to crit to the face. That's what you're trying to avoid. Actually, one thing you could have here as well is the nullification one active. I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and get... We should be able to get a special 3 off, as long as she has like exactly no power. So yeah, I need to be a little bit careful. Oh my god! You're actually having a laugh! She's drained me, bro. Oh no, that sucks. Right, well, that sucks. Yeah. It's wise though. You know, you're still getting the job done here. This is a bit slightly annoying boss at times. But yeah, I'm playing a little bit better this time though, so I'll take that, man. I'll take that. Alright, let's refresh those poisons there. Again, it's quite a nice stack. Even at 5, you've got it dealing, what is it, 1,000 per tick? So that's like 2,000 damage per second. So if you get the full stacks, that's like 8,000 damage per second, which is pretty nice. I think it's going to be like super tricky to try and get and maintain the what is it? The full stacks, man. Alright, now it's time for a little bit of Realm of Legends Winter Soldier. So we've also brought in the Dr. Octopus synergy here. So this one, every time we fire off a special attack, it has a 70% chance to stun for 1.5 seconds based on the amount of power used. So the special 3, if the stun procs, it's a 4.5 second stun. Really, really nice stuff there. And also, if you're using the special 1 and you get it, then yeah, you can dash straight in, which is perfect, because you want to dash straight in to interrupt the drinking, and then that gives you the permanent vial charge for the rest of the fight. And we want 8 of these before firing off the special 3. And then the special 3 is going to give us 2 poisons for every one of these charges we have. Plus as well, each charge increases attack by a little bit. It's like 100 and a bit. And also poison potency by 10%. But here, you could take it slower if you wanted, but I'm just trying to like race up to the special 3 if I can. I think it's a bit better probably to go for full 5 combos just to like maximize power gain and make it a bit quicker. But I don't know, again, if you want like a try that involves less hits, then yeah, you could just like take it a bit slower, spam some heavy attacks. I don't know which is like the right or wrong way to play Diablo. Depends if like you care about hit count or speed, really, I would assume. But yeah, hopefully we proc the stun here. I'm gambling on it. Oh no, we didn't get it. Okay, slightly unfortunate, lads. I think without that stun, we might just need to yeah, go for a special 1 here. Because also the poison duration isn't like the biggest thing in the world. You see, oh my god, look at that. It's literally just about to expire there, man. That's crazy. But now we can, like, pause it again. Perfect. So, that actually turned out really, really well. But again, you do need to be like quite aggressive at going into the opponent after special 3. But if you are fighting like a cosmic opponent, or you've got a scenario where you can take advantage of Mystic Dispersion, it's going to make like refreshing those poisons much easier. So I see like in the right scenario matchup, Diablo is just going to go absolutely ham. I think probably for the champion boss, this guy is going to be ridiculous. I would bet my bottom dollar by the time this video goes up, man, there's going to be like 3 champion solos up on YouTube. But also, just to show you a con or a downside to the character is, again, he is fully reliant on poison damage. So if you don't have the poisons, you don't have the source. There is, you know, there isn't the source in this match, man. Poison is like a good, I would say it's got to be at least like 50% of his damage output, if not significantly more. So yeah, when it comes to like poison immune champions, you've only really got the base, unless you go for the special 3 in like a nullify match and activate the pre-fight there. So yeah, you can't poison, it's not a good time. So yeah, just something to keep in mind with Diablo. You know, he has similar cons to characters like Immortal Abomination. Absolutely amazing in poison matches. If you can't poison the opponent, you probably don't want to be bringing this champion, I would assume. But yeah, overall, I think the Diablo buff is really, really good. It takes him from this character that was so niche, so impractical, to like a really solid set of base utility. It's got some really good damage output as well. Like, getting Wind Soldier down in what is it, like 90 hits of Suicide Masteries on a 5-star rank 5 is actually a crazy good level of damage output. And again, you could push that a little bit higher if you're like playing super aggressively, or in a scenario where there are lots of buffs to kind of boost up the power meter quicker. So yeah, I think there's like even more potential than we've dabbled in today. So this is literally just the start of what Diablo is capable of. But in all honesty, man, I think like tier list wise, after this buff, kind of factoring all the utility and everything he can bring to the table, and especially his pairing with Mystic Dispersion as well, and his damage output even without Mystic Dispersion, I think this man is going to be landing like minimum god tier on the tier list. But let me know your thoughts and opinions on the buffed up version of Diablo in the comment section below. And if you did enjoy today's video, please do smash that like button, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you all very much for watching, take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.